Hi Bear Cubs, welcome back to Barbie. In episode 1 of Millie Makeovers, we are going to be taking this puppy party Barbie and we're going to be giving her a new shorter haircut. So let's have a look at her. She has a side parting and her rooting, it's an unfortunate thing with most Barbies now. The rooting is not even, it's not all one length. She's also a pretty bland doll, so I want to inject a bit of pizzazz into her. This is the outfit that she originally wore. Love the fabric, hate the dress. So I'm going to give her a bit of an angled bob just below chin length. And here we are. I'm now going to section her hair into 4. So we're going from the parting past the ear, and I'll just pop a little band in there. And our next section is going to be on the top of the head. We're going to take, on a person it would be a horseshoe section, on Barbie it's going to be a square section, and we're going to section that off too. Our third section is going to be from the square shaped section down to the ear, just like we did on the left side. No, we didn't, it's the right side, I do apologise. And the fourth and final section is the back section, which, just so it all looks good, I am going to section that off with a band. And this is the sectioning pattern I will be using. Okay, starting on the right side, I am going to take a section down, and with my little scissors, after a bit of struggling, I'm going to cut the first section at an angle towards the back. If I was cutting this hairstyle on a person, I would start at the back and work my way around the sides. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm taking tiny slivers of hair out, which is going to help the hair lie a little flatter to the head and take out some of the bulk so the ends aren't blunt. We're going to carry on doing this throughout this side section, same as before. Cut the hair, and then we're going to thin out again. When you're doing this thinning out, you need to use very slight movement of the blades, otherwise you run the risk of taking a big chunk of hair out. So how have you all been? How has your January been? I had a birthday last week. I'm another year older. I am now officially almost late 40s, and yeah, I feel pretty good about it. I don't feel like I'm 46. I feel like I am 13. So, you know, age really is just a number. Here I'm just chipping into the ends of the hair because it's still very blunt, and I want to make sure that I don't have that blunt edge going forward. And we're now on the opposite side, and I'm going to do the exact same thing that we did on the right side. I'm not going to lie, I did have problems with this haircut. I am short of sight, and I'm used to holding the doll right up to my nose while I'm cutting hair. So holding the doll at a distance and not having it clamped proved a bit of a trial for me. But you know, I did get there in the end. I also need to work out angles I'm filming this on my tablet, and I need to work out different angles. I think if in future I'm sat opposite to where I'm sitting now, I'll be able to show you what I'm doing without having to contort myself. And we're now at the back, so what I'm going to do is, with the pintail comb, I'm just going to take a top section so that I can form the bob line. We're going to tie that up, and the lower section I'm going to cut quite short using a skidding method with the scissors, which you are going to see now. So I'm taking a vertical section of hair, and you can't see it, but with the scissors I'm opening and closing the scissors and getting a jagged line on the short hair, so when it lies a bit better and flatter, and it looks nicer. This is what I mean. If I was sat on the opposite side of the table, you would be able to see what I was doing a fair bit easier. So here we are. The opening and closing is not fully opening and closing the blades, but more of a skidding motion, and the dress was doing my head in. So off it came, and we are naked Barbie hairdressing now. Now the short sections are finished, I'm just going to chip into the ends to take off any stray long pieces so that we have a nice short undercut. Now I'm taking a horizontal section down and with the scissors I'm doing another skidding motion. This is so that we get a more feathered effect to the ends, so we don't have that blunt chop line that you tend to get when you do cut Barbie hair. And here you can see the jagged lines. So we're going to take another section down and just do the exact same thing all the way through the back section. I know, the camera angle is shockingly bad and you can't see what I'm doing. I'm so sorry for this. Okay, we're on the top section and all I'm going to do is match the side to the back. Now we've got the feathered outline, I'm just trimming off the long stray hairs before I start on the top section proper. And all we're going to do is the same thing that we did on the opposite side. and I'm just going to chip in just to keep everything as even as possible before I carry on with the last section. Now the bulk of the haircut's complete, I am going in and chipping the ends, just so we don't have a really bad chop line. And there she is. Here she is dried. I was expecting her hair to sort of curve under her chin, and it didn't happen. Once the hair was dry, I did do some little dusting to make sure that everything was as even as possible. Now, I didn't notice until she was up close to the camera how bad the back of her hair was, which you're going to see now. So after I filmed, I went in and made the back a bit shorter so that she didn't have that line that I've just pointed out there. And there she is, all done. Here are some photos of her. I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making this video. Is she my best haircut? No. Is she my worst haircut? Also no. But once I've got to grips with having the camera over my shoulder, then they're going to improve. So until next time, Bear Cubs, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.